Welcome back to Let's Smoke About It with your hosts, Monkey Pass
and Captain Daddy. That's me. Hello.
How you doing?
How is everybody? How do you do?
We do, as that do.
My heart's racing really fast. I don't know what's happening.
Don finally is fucking back from his pharmaceutical drug run.
Yes, I'm bringing Adderall to the young kids of Venezuela.
To Venezuela. You know, I bet they could profit from that.
He's charity work. We also have someone sitting right there next to Nookie Puss in a, what is that, salmon-colored shirt?
Is it salmon?
Oh.
I think it's just pink. I don't even know.
It's a fashion statement of itself.
It's as close to the Vegeta shirt as you can get without like the text on
From
the
GT.
back. No, just from, like standard Dragon Ball, the bad.
He has?
Yeah, when he's just hanging out, not Super Saiyaned up.
Yeah.
Oh,
when he
and
first goes to like
when
Earth,
they're
and then Guru dies.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right when the androids are coming back,
I think
and Goku dies from heart disease.
Sometime around there, yeah. It's been a while.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I don't want to get too
Well,
specific.
doesn't he?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure
It's all
he wears a
wrong.
pink shirt when he's got that killer mustache.
Oh
in
yeah, he
GT.
does later too.
Yeah, because like he's rocking
That's
like
what
the
I
dad
immediately
Hawaiian
think of.
setup.
Yeah.
Like he's
Anyway.
just chilling.
But yeah, it's when he first like lives with Bulma, and it's like the only shirt.
Yeah.
She has, so she gives
Yeah.
it to
Who
him.
is this guy?
This is Ace. This is our man Ace.
Yeah,
Ace,
We've
the
been
helpful
begging
place.
him to come on the show for a hot minute.
Ace, the
and
hardware
he
store.
finally
Yeah.
graced our presence.
They sent their people to talk to my people, and my people talked to me, and clear out my schedule. So.
Yeah, we
I was
had
gonna
to.
say, initially, he said no.
We had to talk to the
It's not true, I was
receptionist.
sick.
Well, we had to go through the receptionist Alphonse, and it was a real hard thing to
God.
get a hold of him.
Now, Alphonse is great at receiving phone calls. I don't know if we ever get anywhere when we do call him, but he definitely makes sure the information's relayed.
Every time it goes to the answering machine for me, it's like.
I would argue that Alphonse might have the most cell phone time, or on phone time out of any other cat out there.
I know you need to like.
I'm on the phone all the time. He just sits there and yells. So let's put it up to him.
He needs to get the message across because I just keep hitting a
He's
dead
here.
end.
Yep.
That's why it took
Needs
so
to-
long to get Ace, the helpful place here.
So Alphonse just needs me.
So, what were you saying earlier? The Monster Hunter trailer?
Oh, the Monster
What-
Hunter
what-
trailer.
Oh God. So
Is that it? Or
Oh,
we're just gonna say that?
so is that a live action movie
it
of
is.
Monster Hunter?
yeah. So
It's got the little girl from
Fucking
Resident
Mila
Evil.
Jovovich.
She's banging the director. I bet.
that's a large claim.
Whoa.
Hold on.
That's why the Resident Evil movies.
Not to say anything about her as an actress, but I feel like whenever she does video game movies, it's just a terrible. It gets
Hey,
ruined.
are you saying that the Resident Evil movies did not capture the full essence and character of the great Resident Evil storyline that's so easy to follow?
So I need you to go look at the door, go open it, and go walk outside.
You need to
so
think
I
about
actually
what
have,
you've done.
So for the first two, I actually have a little bit of a nostalgia.
The first one is about as fucking close as it gets
It's pretty fun.
to actually
There is a
follow.
mansion in the movie.
They're as terrible. They're like
Well-
B-rate, right? Like they're bad, good.
No, it's not even good. It's just they took the
Whoa.
names from the
They're-
game and slapped it on people and just kind of threw Mila
After
Jovovich in it.
Extinction, they start kind of getting ridiculous because they start adding more visual effects like CGI dogs and stuff, which is it's Resident Evil canon stuff, but it like
Are you saying that CGI doesn't age?
No, none of it's canon.
Not-
I will refuse. It's not canon at all. It's just a joke.
I'd give you $20 if you can explain to me right here, right now, the full canon of Resident Evil, back to front.
It's not the movies. I can tell you that. It's nothing like
I
that.
sit through like 10 hours of Resident Evil 5 loading screens.
Oh god, I just know the lore through the loading screens and the tips
No, thank you. No,
over
but
and over again.
I saw an interview that happened with the creators of the games when they showed off the beasts. Rathalos and the Diablo, I believe, is another one. And I can't remember what the gentle creatures are called at the beginning of it, but
The
they
gentle
were-
creatures.
Yeah.
The cats.
They look the Apatoths or whatever.
like the
Monster Hunter.
Herbivore. Yeah, Monster Hunter. the
Sorry, I was
herbivore.
like still on
You're
Resident
on
Evil.
Resident
I was like
Yeah,
gentle
my bad.
creatures.
Yeah, I like snap back to Resident Evil.
Yeah, but
But-
she's trying to use.
There's no gentle creatures.
She's trying to use dual fire weapons against a
Against
Rathalos.
the
She's gonna
Rathalos,
fucking
yeah,
lose.
She's gonna lose.
She's gonna,
A lot
she's
of
gonna
yeah.
get
There's
killed.
been a lot.
They're
of
not paying
speculation
attention
about
to
that
the
too.
detail.
Yeah,
Rocket
they're
launchers?
getting it close, but they're
That's
not paying to
It's
what
not gonna
makes
work.
the game, truly unique.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible. Isn't there like the US in it or something like that? Like there's I haven't actually seen the trailer. Excuse me.
I've just seen
clips of it.
I've seen clips.
In,
I didn't
like,
know it was a
in
thing.
Reddit posts. That's how I make my judgment about everything. I just go and see what Reddit says about it.
Yeah. I've also
It's not true.
I have been using R. I've been going on R all a lot more too for that reason. Like just random shit. There's a lot of like German subreddits too that come up every time. I'll be scrolling. There's a meme and it's in full German. I'm like, oh okay. I guess I'm skipping that. Open the comments, all German. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I can
feel-
understand that.
I feel like they're discriminating against me.
Jeez.
But there's a lot more of the porn subs that come up. I forgot. And
with
I don't have
NSFW on?
and I don't have that. Yeah, I have that on, and I also have it to where they're not censored because I used to have like watch people die and like
Because you're an adult.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of cool art stuff that gets like tagged in NSFW for a while that then gets pulled out of NSFW that you wouldn't have seen if you wouldn't have like had NSFW.
I love is it Senior or is it Sir Grapho?
Oh,
I think it's
I don't know.
Grapho.
I think it's Sir.
Senior and
want-
Sir Graph.
I Sir Grapho. I love the Chloe subreddit. It's his like drawing practice.
It
sub.
makes it to R all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's funny because sometimes he'll like do a nude one of it, and she's just like, you see her nipples. That's about it. But
Yeah, you gotta be
NSFW.
really careful having that on when you're out and about because you like living at home all the time now. You can just scroll. And
yeah, because I
there's some explicit stuff that comes up.
some woman just getting railed in the butt. You know, I'm at home, so it's like. Unless someone like sometimes like I'm at my desk over there and someone walks by and I like scroll right up to someone just getting railed and they're like, what are you
watching?
What?
It's just Reddit.
It's like back in the old
Just what
Tumblr
happens on the
days.
internet. Oh yeah, right before the Tumblr shut down.
Much like Vine, it was just porn at the beginning.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's
Everything-
how TikTok started. Too.
Everything starts with porn.
Mhm.
That's how it gets websites get traffic.
Yep.
That's how trees get planted.
Have you guys
Figuratively
And seeds
and-
get sowed.
have you guys ever watched like All Gas No Brakes?
Yeah, I love that.
Did you see the one where he goes to the AVN convention in Vegas? It's a porn convention with porn stars and a bunch of fucking creeps.
Oh, I bet. I
And
bet
they-
that attracts the weirdest people.
Oh, it's like a 5-minute video, and you know he goes and just interviews people. I love the way he interviews people. He really doesn't say anything. He's like, hey, how do you feel about this? And they're like, oh well, I blah blah blah, and say something really stupid. He's like, okay, why? And then they don't really have an answer.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. And then he always gets like one person to rap on each video, which I think is cool. Always has someone rapping.
His Burning Man one was hilarious.
But that porn convention was like something else. There's some fucking weirdos that go to that convention. There was this one guy, he was chained up with like a dog chain with his dom girlfriend. I don't think so, because she's like, this is my beta cuck I can't carry around with me.
My beta cuck.
No, I don't. I wish I had a little beta cuck to, cause she's like, they came up to this black guy, and she's like, hey, you know you're a black king, right? You're black king, you know, because she's just praising the black people because they're all black kings, and he makes the beta cuck get on the ground and kiss the floor beneath them.
Oh my god.
And he
It's
does
like in
it.
a Costco or something. Like,
And he
Not
does
even
it. And
convention.
no,
she-
it's like the convention, but the convention's like hosted in a Costco, like right next to where they hand out the like little raviolis on the toothpicks.
it's like a. It's in Vegas, and there's like one guy
It's
out
like a
front with
hotel
like
ballroom.
"Sinners Must Die" or something. It's like one guy out front of the convention.
Of course. There's
like,
always that one guy
Jesus.
who's trying to ruin it for everybody.
As like 3 people walk by them in leather.
What the heck in a handbasket?
It was a spring. Boing.
I live at home. I don't go anywhere. I can't handle that kind of high intensity, random noise.
You're scaring
That's
him.
fair.
He
Sorry.
just emerged out of his hole.
Never
Months.
left my home. Like the only time I get out is when I go to the mailbox to get all my eBay purchases because that's my current bad habit. You see, you said like at 3 a.m, you wake up, right? And you don't know what to do, so you like scroll on your phone and you pop open eBay and you just type in whatever video game console you're interested in, and then you sort by auction ending soonest, and then you just sit there and spend a lot of money, and then you end up with way too many games that you're not going to play.
I too have that problem, and I struggle with it all the time. There's a we can meet for that.
We have
talk.
James.
It's eBay Gamers Anonymous, EGA.
It's pretty bad. It's. I had to delete eBay from my phone. It's like how I had to stop buying cookie dough because I just wouldn't stop eating
That's
it.
like with me and Dairy Queen. I have to
You have to put a limit.
Ice cream sounds great. Dairy Queen
God.
sounds
So we're
great
getting
all
it?
the time. No, we're not. Like
No.
Right now.
anytime that you talk about it, like on Discord, I'm like fighting myself, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some Dairy Queen." It's like, God damn it, I'm trying to not
There's
do
a
that.
word for that. It's called enabler.
One of the best.
You talked me into getting ice cream 2 or 3 times.
It's like, this is the 5th time I've had a milkshake this week. It's day 2. No.
This is only Tuesday. I get one for the breakfast, one for lunch, one for
That'd be a
dinner.
lot.
You'd ever get
2
your
at bed.
breakfast milkshake? You know, it's a little bit of heavy whipping creams, a little bit of vanilla ice cream, a cracked egg, and
So now, could you make that delicious?
bacon bits.
Because I'm curious. Could
Yeah.
you make a breakfast shake?
Easy.
But
With
that's not going to
eggs.
taste like asshole.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. Have you just made a breakfast shake?
I could tell you how to do it. I don't think I've
Like,
ever
cause my
done
thing
it,
is like
but
I know it could be done, but it's like the taste to where it's like
it's you gotta add an enormous amount of bacon.
The trick is to just go and get a breakfast burrito from Los
no,
Betos.
no, he's right.
No.
Bacon
And
solves a
it's
lot of
in a
stuff.
So
burrito.
it's bacon, and then you add
Blender.
a lot of like counter sweetness, like sweet peanut butter or like syrups.
Peanut butter
Mm-hmm.
in my breakfast.
Yeah, dude, you
Like,
don't
yeah.
have
I mean-
waffles or French
No,
toast or
I do
pancakes
have
with
peanut butter with waffles,
Yeah.
but that's the only thing I have peanut butter with is
Yeah.
waffles and
Well,
French
you're
toast.
not gonna put.
I don't put
like,
peanut
you
butter on
put
my
raw
eggs.
in there, but they're not gonna turn in. It's not gonna turn into a scrambled egg in the milkshake.
I'm just thinking of
Right,
like
like-
putting a fucking egg, peanut butter on top of an egg yolk,
Yeah.
just slapping that shit in there.
But you can't use like normal peanut butter. It's got to be a sweeter peanut butter.
So I can't cook the
designed
eggs and then
for-
put them in there.
No, that I would not recommend it by any stretch. No.
No, that is true. Just raw eggs,
Mhm.
blended in there, bacon, raw bacon, cooked bacon.
Cooked bacon.
Cooked
You have to
bacon.
do the cooked bacon.
That was dumb.
then you
I don't
could
know why I
put-
said raw.
You could put a little bit of ice cream to help enhance the sweetness.
Mmm.
But that's, I mean, banana. You could do banana, peanut butter, bacon, and
Load that shit up with protein.
yeah, egg, and a little bit of milk, ice.
Totally could be done.
Yep.
Easy.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
So
Easy
the
mid.
thing that we love about having Ace on this show is because we've recently come under contract with him, and he has now made us our bitch.
For what?
No, it's the other way
We are
around.
his beta
No,
cucks, and
are
we will
his
kiss
beta
the ground.
cucks. Yes, and
Why
we
are
will
you
kiss the
kissing the
ground at
ground?
his feet because he is doing something that is going to enhance our listeners' experience for us.
Revolutionize the face of America.
Oh yeah, we're starting our own social network.
Yeah, called
Oh.
social.
Whoa.
It's called social.
Yeah.
You gonna Zuckerberg us?
He's gonna completely zuck us.
I'm the fucking devil, bitch. I Zuckerberged you before Zuckerberg was even a thing.
No.
what?
Working on a website.
What,
Working on- Yeah. It's gonna be.
It's gonna
exciting.
be a way for us to be able to reach out. And
Speaking of-
how we can.
The official name, Make Strong Entertainment, right? That's like that's what you sign on the checks for
Make
me
Strong
when you
Entertainment.
pay me for this
Yes.
website.
When I
Make
pay you the
Oh,
negative-
payment.
See, Don handles that. You're gonna have to talk to him.
He is accounting.
So
Um,
I'm a numbers guy.
but no, that's how we're.
I'm
Gonna
like
be
Ben
able to-
Wyatt.
but that's what it is. I'm making a GitHub for it right now. So
We're
that's,
getting hubby. Look at him. See, he's got his computer,
Make
his non-sponsored, unbranded computer.
yeah, who
Yeah.
makes this? I don't know.
We don't know.
I
but-
touch bars. No, who does that?
Anyway, that's how we're going to be able to branch out to things like Spotify, Apple Music, other platforms, so that way we don't always have to be on just the platform of YouTube. We're going to be getting some merch.
And to have
going
our own
there.
website with merchandise on it.
Exactly. This is going to be a place where you can view all of our content, similar to how Patreon works, but you won't have to be paying Patreon to pay us. You will just be supporting
Paying us.
us directly, and we will get you direct shipping.
I'll do
anywhere
anything you want me to do.
And,
we'll do
and
anything.
whenever we decide to make, T-shirts and stuff, they will always be the T-shirts without the tag, tagless T-shirts.
Exactly.
The tag will be on the T-shirt. Like,
I don't
tag.
know if that's more expensive, but
You know what?
I kind of rely on the tags to know which way to put it on sometimes though.
Yeah, see, because after a while they fade away,
Yeah.
like the
the
print.
prints on the inside,
and I have
yeah.
to like spin it 3 times. I'm like, it's got a USB
That's why
port.
I just always get something with a pattern on it, because I'm a baby and I need big, bright signs and indications on how to go through life.
I need to know which way my shirt's facing front.
It's really hard because I have like 6 gray shirts that are all at that point where they're getting like faded, and so it's getting.
You can't really tell which side is which.
There's one. I mean, I think I have one V-neck out of all of them that I can tell, and another one that has a little bit of a paint splatter on the front, so I always know where it is. But that's it. Yeah, it's still an indicator.
Yeah, I still need like. If life could just be like big buttons that say push and like
to
very
make a decision.
Yeah, if my life could be like an RPG game, then
where the question is blatantly laid out in text.
Yeah, it's like Fallout 4 simple, you know? Like I need a good option, a bad option, a sarcastic option, and a reject button.
And it needs to, and each of those options need to be broken down on what happens if I pick them too, so I can like really decide.
I need the foresight. That's what I need. I need son of a bitch. I need like Sharingan or something, you know.
I've got the foreskin, but I need the foresight.
I guess that only helps me in combat. But speaking,
I got 4.
But speaking of RPG games, we can talk a little bit about Crusader Kings. We were talking about it earlier, but now we're recording it.
We really shouldn't.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't played as much. I just had my tiny little country, and it got overwhelmed very easily because it was a tiny country, even though I thought it'd be easy.
He had a lot of internal drama. Not so much foreign drama, just internal drama.
Yeah. So I started off as the king of Nandana, and I was unwed for a while. I finally got a wife, and I finally got her pregnant after like X amount of months. And then
really
the trial, yeah, the guy was a little older, you know, he's like 35 in the Middle Ages, so it's like it's getting up there.
He's lucky to be alive.
But then I had a stillborn baby, and the stillborn killed my wife, and so I was back to square one.
Jeez.
And then I remarried, and I did have a kid. And my kid was like 2 years old, and I married it off to Ace over here. I
mean, sometimes you just gotta marry a kid, you know?
Sometimes you gotta take a 42-year-old.
It was an arranged marriage, yeah. He was 42, and she was 2, so...
The age gap would fill up eventually.
And you'll be dead by the time she's
It's the Middle Ages. By the time she's 14, they'll probably start it anyway, so it's only 12 years.
This game's really interesting. Yeah, Nookie Puss and Ace over here both did biological warfare against each other with smallpox.
I was framed by the game.
He was framed by the game. Nookie Puss doesn't believe it. He think it was planned from the beginning. Ravaged his country with smallpox, decimating his council.
I think you just needed better response, like pandemic response. You know, I think you as an American would have
in feudal
been able to
Africa
think about that while you're playing the game.
Tribal Africa, not even feudal.
Yeah.
That wasn't tribal. Was that
yeah,
tribal?
it was
It was tribal Africa.
Oh yeah, that wasn't Africa.
How in the hell?
We were
am
all
I
tribal
supposed
Africa.
To fight any era. You could be anywhere. They don't know how to fight that. Are you kidding me?
You could have done your best. There's like some. I had a shaman.
Best.
You threw a body over a wall.
I didn't. Okay.
And
is the whole country responsible for the actions of like
I decided
3 guards?
not to try to throw it back when you initially threw it.
I didn't throw it.
You
said I threw it.
Your encampment tossed it into my. That's
it wasn't my encampment. You said it was a group of my soldiers.
It was from your country.
I'm sorry, that my soldiers got a little.
They're like, hey, check it out.
I was
passed.
honest, and I was straight up with you. I was like, I'm gonna investigate this. I was like, I'm gonna launch an
investigation. You had no way of doing that.
I would have looked into it.
That was a bluff.
I would have found an option.
No,
there's enough options.
There's so much going on in that game.
So we fast forward a few more years after our tribal rule in Africa. It goes terribly south with pandemic. We go to Holy Roman Empire.
So
we got Nookie Puss over here as the Duchy of where the hell were you? Bohemia. And then we had Ace over here as the Duchy of Tuscany.
It was a good time.
Ace over here still looking real sus because some schemes were done. I was the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire. I find out that my wife's been murdered. It's a real tragic event in the whole Holy Roman
It
Empire.
was really sad. The whole country.
I was
stricken
super
with
sad,
grief.
so I had to go look for a new wife.
The funeral was beautiful.
Ace over here is like, hey, I will marry you if you just get rid of my dick-ass husband.
Yeah, you just had to get rid of my husband. And you know what? I was.
I'm like,
there
you
to
know
fill
what?
the
I'm the
gap.
Kaiser. I'll put him in jail, and I'll behead his ass. And you and I, we can get together.
Yeah, we had a great marriage. You
Uh,
know,
uh,
had some babies.
A few more years go
They're
by.
beautiful.
We have a kid, and no one out pizzas the hut. He grows big and strong. Communications grows big
I
and
can't
strong.
believe that's his name.
A few years later, my spy master comes back and tells me a sweet little secret about my now current wife. Murdered my ex-wife.
Yeah, but it was only like half my plan. So.
Murdered and then moved into her place.
Yeah, we had children though. You just wanted an heir. I gave you what you wanted.
They wanted my kingdom.
You didn't want love.
She
Yeah, you
wanted
didn't
my
want
kingdom.
love. You just wanted an heir, and I just wanted the kingdom. So we were we were on even territory. I
So
think.
much drama.
You tried to blackmail me afterwards too, you butthole.
And now we're in the middle of a war with Denmark. So that's.
Are we really
not-
going back to that save though, or are we just gonna
Of
load up the
course we
game,
are.
look at each other, and
No.
pick new countries like we always do?
I don't know.
Have we ever loaded up a save and actually gone back to it?
Yeah, the one you and I did before.
Oh yeah, we did that once, and then
Yeah.
we lasted like 10
well,
minutes.
and then everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Everything falls apart in that game fairly.
Well, that's why we need to work together as
gonna
a combined
restart.
union.
Do we have to take over something as large as the Holy Roman Empire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's still so
No,
massive.
we're going for world domination.
Yeah, we can be the Byzantine Empire.
I don't think that that's possible. If I'm being honest.
No,
I
it's
really
possible.
don't. I
It's gonna
really don't
take
think it's
generations of kids and kingdoms, but we're gonna do it under one house.
It's by the year 1000 or
By 2020.
possible. I was gonna say,
2020.
it's gonna take that long.
It's God, it's still 2020. We're still using fucking spears and shields. They're just-
We never evolved past that point because
Well,
we're too busy killing each
I was
other.
gonna say we've been at war for
Too
so
real.
long.
Yeah.
Jerusalem, in and out, 20 minutes.
25 years.
Yeah.
Real quick crusade. Let's do it.
23 years later. Oh, and see
Are
in
we
the game
really gonna take care of that? Do you think we have the chance?
to do the Crusade of Jerusalem?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna fight for that holy land till everyone else is dead.
So
Some
we're all
of
dead.
you may die, and
But it's a
that is
sacrifice
sacrifice I am willing to
make.
make. Like when you and Ace were over there fighting your wars, and I was the Kaiser. That's how I kind of felt. I was just zoomed out. I'm like, my empire. Look at these brave men fighting. Hungary's falling apart next door. France is doing their shit.
I wish Hungary was falling apart.
My wife
They weren't.
gets murdered by.
I think Poland is falling
Dutch
For the
apart.
Tuscany.
record, though, I
Dude.
did not kill your son.
Pomerania.
I'm pretty sure you poisoned them as you were stabbing my wife.
I didn't actually do it. I paid somebody else. It's probably how you found out later.
It's all coming back.
If
Coming
it
back
was,
full
if it
circle.
was him, there was no way you'd ever found out.
Well, my spy master.
Person as important as him sneaking into your chambers to murder your wife, sneaking back out.
Bet she touched my peen on the
Never
way
would-
out.
Yep.
Just trying to
Soon.
steal my royal seed.
Soon.
Sin.
Soon.
but
I'm
when
sending
you
you to the Pope.
but when you were on both good terms before you knew about her being married, was at least a good lay.
It was a happy 4 years before I totally resented my wife and everything she stood for.
It's like
Yeah, that sounds about right.
sitting at the bar and be like, man, don't you hate it when your wife fucking kills your ex-wife and marries you and fucks you?
And now I have these bastard children. Well, I did get the trait drunkard because after my wife was murdered, I was on critical stress, so I just drunk my sadness away.
You
And-
died.
No, he didn't die. He was just
Oh,
labeled
really?
a drunkard. Yeah,
He
poor
just,
health.
he just
about to die.
has like the world's strongest liver.
He was only 18 at the time his wife died. Murdered, I should say.
Moited.
Moited.
How old is he now?
Yeah,
He looks old.
25. He's only 25. Married
Eh.
to a...
That's
What a
what happens
whore.
when you're.
It's a rough life.
That's what happens when you're the king of.
That's what happens when
The
you're the
Holy
Kaiser of the
Roman
Holy
Empire,
Roman
yeah.
Empire, yeah. Everyone wants you. Even the Duchess
Everyone wants
of
to
Tuscany.
be you.
Even the Duchess of Tux. Yeah. I just wanted your land.
Just
The-
wanted my title.
It was really
The
close.
Duchess of Bohemia does not. Let me tell you.
You're the Dutch.
I think I had like
I'm
a
the Dutch,
70-40
but the
split to
Duchess
kill
does
you.
not want you either.
Whoa.
So
She,
close.
I have gone through great lengths to make sure that she actually likes me.
Not scheming to kill me.
Yeah, that's my spy master's job. No,
No!
Because
I have no
losing.
heirs.
I'm losing in the polls for who should be your successor when you die.
Oh, you're trying to vote for yourself to be the successor?
Of course.
So you're trying
Why
to get
would
me killed?
I'm not trying to get you killed. I'm just trying to be the rightful successor for that. I wouldn't kill you off for that. I would just want to be.
That's looking pretty sus right now.
Oh my gosh. There's one guy. I have no idea why he is leading the polls. He's got like 5 votes.
I know at the
I
time.
can't vote as a lady of the realm.
Not possible.
Yeah, it's a male dominant only
Yeah.
law. So only
Real
males
cool.
get first primary votes, and they're first up on succession.
I can't even determine if
Not
my
no
son's
lady.
going to be my successor.
You gotta get
Which
total.
would be perfect.
You
but
need
no.
total crown authority to
I
do
know.
that, and then you
I'm
can
not
pick
gonna
them.
Get it because we're in the middle of a war with Denmark. That the fucking.
Tell them to suck
homeboy
some
of-
butts.
No, I'm trying, but you and homeboy Holland, right?
Holland was doing something weird.
No, aren't they with us?
They are, but they were doing something weird.
Dude, we barely won that fight against that army of like 7,000 strong.
It was a bloodbath.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Anyway, I know that when it comes to tech support, I always think of you, Ace.
Because he's a helpful place.
Exactly. Like, as soon as I have a
always
problem
have.
that goes outside my troubleshooting capabilities, I always think of you.
I hope that anybody who needs extra troubleshooting always thinks of me.
I mean,
I'm always there. I'm like Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place where helpful hardware goes.
Is that
Door.
their slogan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Helpful hardware store.
Ace is the place.
I
with
can't
the
remember the
helpful
last time I
hardware
saw a
store.
commercial for Ace Hard.
I
I can't remember the last time I saw a
Yeah.
commercial.
I can't remember the last, not like just an ad that plays, but like a legit commercial.
Well,
What's the
well,
difference
I,
between a
long
commercial
time.
and
When was
that?
the last time you watched TV?
Well, actually,
I
like-
think TV would be a full commercial
the last
Like
time I
cable?
was like
Yeah.
anytime I'm at my family's
Dish,
place, like
satellite.
they still have DirecTV,
for sports.
and it's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go in, my dad's he's either got basketball, baseball, or football.
Some
Football!
variation of sport.
It's either the Raiders game, the Lakers game, or the
Lakers-Raiders game.
Laker Raider game. Lakers versus the Raiders.
The Rakers.
The Rakers.
Well, this is basket foot. It's the new combo sport, basket foot.
Basket foot what?
This is the new new combo sport, basketball.
They're on the court with cleats and pads, and they're just trying to trick shot the basketball from a distance, like fucking.
So the field length is the size of a basketball court, but they're gonna get up as a football player, but they gotta dunk the football in the hoop or make the 3-point with a pass touchdown.
But they don't need to dribble it; they just like hold on to
No,
it.
you still gotta dribble it.
No, they're running, and that they can still be tackled on the court if
While
they're
dribbling.
Yeah,
but how many people would have to be on the floor? It'd have to be
full
like,
11.
No. There's no way. There's no way.
It'd be a 7-on-7.
Having-
It'd be a 7-on-7.
But having
Regulation
but at the
size
size of a
is
basketball
a
court, having 10
elementary
people
school
on
gym.
the court at once is a lot.
Okay, fine. It'd be a
And with
4-on-4 then.
4-on-4. So what? You'd have one lineman, one head.
You have
defense,
one
or
blocker.
offense,
No, you just have
like a
one.
pass-
You'd
passer,
have one
linebacker.
football in there.
Well, the offense would be one blocker, 2 receivers, and then a quarterback/halfback who
Like-
can run it and then try to shoot.
and the other would be
Like, you can-
linebacker and 2 safeties.
Yeah, and then on defense it'd be a linebacker, 2 safeties, and a lineman.
Dude, the defense would be too easy. You kidding me?
And it's still
You
like
kidding me?
Well, because they can still throw the ball at any time to each other, so that's only one defensive man on one guy. So it's pretty much man coverage the entire
Oh
area.
yeah, it would have to be.
So it's just one-on-one talent. Are you better than the other guy?
it's,
So, but how would the rules be in terms of like passing, like versus needing to run it?
They wouldn't.
Similar to, like,
they
the
wouldn't
line
be
of
really
scrimmage? There
any.
wouldn't be.
No, because that gives you an option. You can either pass it off to
So
your
it'd
guy.
be like ultimate frisbee in that sense, where it's just.
It's
go,
like in
go,
a weird
go.
combo, yeah. So it's like you're laid out in a basketball playing football with rules of ultimate frisbee.
that's nuts.
We'd have to. I still think in order for like accurate, like good passes and things, we'd have to make it bigger. It'd almost have to be like the size of a hockey rink, and then we could do like 6v6.
Wasn't a hockey rink and a basketball the same size? No.
Nah, hockey's. Oh my god.
Hockey's a little.
Well, we're gonna take a quick pause to vop right now. Don, feel free to put some maybe some elevator music and a quick.
Play some
just
really
a
nice
pause.
Barry Manilow. Will that give it?
Yeah, football.
Yeah.
Just think of it
Are
as
you an archaeologist?
oh, you.
Have you seen Jurassic Park?
Yes. The third one?
No, Dr. Alan Grant, the one where he puts like the little kid in his place.
Now you run, Jurassic.
Like, the one where he like
At the very end.
cuts you here, and he has like the raptor claw. It's like the little chubby kid at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
He's like, velociraptors aren't even scary. And then Dr.
flays
Alan
that
Grant
kid.
goes over there and puts that kid right in his place.
Makes him look stupid. Yeah, because out in the desert, he's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that
I'm about to
It's like
ruin
right
his-
at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
The first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one.
No.
Yeah, where he has, he's.
it's the opening
kid's
scene.
Like, it's like a big
Yeah, no,
chicken.
I couldn't.
Yeah, it's just a lot
I
of
couldn't tell
chicken.
you because I haven't
Oh, not that
seen it.
scary.
I don't think I've seen that.
Wait, you haven't seen the first Jurassic Park?
I've seen like the important part.
What
I
important?
whole
The whole thing is the important part. How dare you?
don't know.
I would say the Lost World, second one, is my favorite one.
You're all wrong. The first one's the best one.
I like it. That one's just. I like it so much, mostly because I've seen it the most out
Got
of
a
all
lot of
three
Jeff
of them.
Goldblum in it.
It's got a lot of Jeff Goldblum. Plus, they take a T-Rex back to fucking town.
Yeah, that is a fun part.
You know though, the second one only like the plot for the second one only happens because all the main characters are fucking stupid.
Yeah,
They do
that-
They
really
are.
stupid shit the whole fucking movie.
that movie makes me
Why are
irrationally
you taking
scared.
this baby T-Rex? You know what the fuck's gonna happen. You study these animals. Let's just take it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Trying to
what
pull the
that happened
RV
at all.
up the cliffside, and the guy doesn't know how to fucking use his pulley correctly
Oh,
to
yeah.
pull the
I think
damn.
it's torn in half.
If you don't move, they can't see you.
That movie made me irrationally scared of like shingled roofs. Like I never want to be on top of a shingled roof and
In the rain?
No, yeah, just like it's all like breaking off and the velociraptor's coming after you.
Well, it's like at the beginning too. That little girl gets eaten up by all those little tiny dinosaurs.
Little compies.
It's like that's what you get, you stupid bitch.
When I was little, my mom wouldn't
No, I'm
let
just
me
kidding, I'm
watch. You
sorry.
know the part where like
Let me
you
retract
know the
that,
part
that's
where
bad.
they're like there's like the arms that are like stuck to the steering wheel of the boat.
Oh, in the
and
boat,
it's
yeah.
just the arms. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom wouldn't let me watch that part when I was a kid, so I always had to close my eyes. So even as an adult, whenever that part comes up, I'm like, I'm watching it.
Look at me, mom.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was like a Pavlovian response where you just closed your eyes.
No, it's too scary.
Yeah, like, wait a minute. I'm like 25. I'm an adult.
Sign still kind of makes me scared.
There's a monster outside my window. Can I have a
Wow.
glass of water?
Yeah,
Is that what I think that is?
yeah, it is.
What? You leave your phone on?
I guess so.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a phone call. Tried your best. That's all that mattered.
So I
Put it
I
up
did
on the fridge.
I did some math when I was trying to go to bed last night, which is a terrible idea.
Math for bedtime?
Yeah. You tell me a bedtime paradox. And I almost stayed up for 2 days. I was probably up for just under 40 hours.
Gross. That's
So
rough.
Because I wake up at like 3:30 for work. I did a full 12. I came back home. I did not sleep. I went to his funeral service. I passed out for an hour, and then probably
So
actually
you
fell
did
asleep.
sleep. You lied to us.
I did, but it was only
Okay,
1 hour.
That's you're disqualified. I'm sorry.
It didn't help.
The board has
Well, it helped a little
reviewed your transgression and have decided to strip you of your title.
Says here on the paper, dirty liar.
Yeah.
I almost
sleep.
took a nap when I
Says
was
it right
playing
there.
Fallout. Because I'm just like walking through
Oh, so
the,
you almost took a second nap.
almost
You
took
almost slept
took
twice.
a-
So see now, double liar.
No, see, I don't hate myself quite that much. So
See, that's how I know when it's bedtime. When that happens, you're just playing the game, and all of a sudden you're like nodding off,
Yep.
just like.
Like you didn't even think that you were that tired, and then all of a sudden you're like, hold
Yeah.
on.
That's why I tell myself I'm just gonna lay in bed and not fall asleep, and then I fall asleep 5 minutes.
And then
later.
it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But my sleep schedule though was like 6 a.m. sleeping to 3 p.m. sleeping, so I didn't want to fuck that up. Because that was around like 8 o'clock last night, where I was starting to get tired. I'm like, I still got at least 8 more hours.
Pulled an all-nighter to get some work done the other night, and it almost killed me. It was like a month ago, but
Dude, staying up till 1 was the latest I've ever stayed up in a while.
I used to do
Really?
like all-nighters very like
can't do
randomly.
that anymore.
I'm up until the early hours
No,
of
it
the
almost
morning
killed me.
anyways nowadays.
Like right over
3
this
or 4.
weekend, I woke up at
Hate it.
7:30 both days. It's like, what the fuck? Is sleeping in bad for me? I guess.
Well,
I
once
slept
you
in
get
today
that
and it was like
kind of
9:30.
schedule,
Yeah.
It happens. I sleep in a lot.
I wish I could. I can't.
But
I try so hard.
that sleep I had though, now that I finally slept, man, it felt good. It felt so good.
Recharged, refreshed.
Yeah. I think I still have a headache, but it's like, I'm at least not tired. 'Cause fuck that shit. I slept for like 10 hours.
Oof.
Mm.
That's a big oof over.
Oof.
Oof.
Over.
Oof. Over.
Oof over. Oof.
Oof.
Gotta get Phasmophobia.
No, that looks really fun.
Looks great. We should just go. You know what?
We
Let's just all go impulse buy.
Isn't that like fear of man-made objects being submerged in water?
No, it's a game on Steam that has overwhelmingly positive reviews. Sponsor us.
It's ghosts.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, it's ghost hunting, and it looks utterly ridiculous. And the radio feature makes me laugh a lot.
Over.
Are you guys all out in the...
I'm looking at some stupid fucking ghosts right now. Over. There's a lot of pizza boxes lying around. Over.
I love that so much. It's like, oh, I'm really scared. Where are you guys? You guys aren't both in the truck, are you? Then Flash, and there's like standing in the truck watching the...
Oh yeah, and it's 13
how
bucks.
much does it cost?
It's $13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tempt me.
I
Dude,
mean,
that's the perfect, like,
I'm gonna grab it right
spend
now.
money you shouldn't spend. Oh, dude, I keep trying to put myself on hiatuses, but it doesn't work. And I uninstalled eBay, but I still went to the web app, and I got Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Advance.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm so excited. Never played a Donkey Kong Country before.
Are you gonna get around to it?
Probably eventually, maybe someday. I've accepted that even if I like back to back played every game I own at this point, I probably wouldn't get through everything before I die from some health issue. So, you know, we'll see how things go.
We're just gonna roll the dice.
I've accepted that I've moved out of the realm of just I want to play and buy and play all these games to I will eventually hopefully play them, but otherwise I'm just collecting. So
You're a collector at this point.
yeah, basically.
I'm glad that you found something to collect because I haven't. Not effectively, not.
My significant other and I were watching Hoarders recently.
Dude, I
like
watch that like
whole-
every night.
The whole like show, the whole series, and like there's a house with like a million books in it, and they're
Yes.
like, but the books are the decorations. And I looked at the games, and I was like, oh, but the
games
are
are
the decoration.
decorations.
And she did not think that was funny.
Ace has got a date with a helpful place.
I'm joking. Joking. I'm so happy to be here.
Are you? You super excited? Because it's been a hot minute since I've
It's
seen
been
your face.
awesome.
I've only listened to your
Had a great
voice
time.
on the internet.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
know. I
gotten
haven't
to
seen
see
you guys in so long, and now I can actually see you guys because I have glasses now.
It's much better.
Yeah, I can actually see.
I prefer it.
This damn reunion tour has really boned a lot of people.
Yeah. Getting really sick of this whole My Chemical Romance bullshit.
I can just feel my legs atrophying from sitting at my desk every day. Like they started to ache from not moving.
Do you longingly look out your back window?
No, I kind of go outside and I get it's really weird. Like I always make fun of people for being really awkward in public sometimes. I mean, I'm as a person who's always awkward in public, but it's so bad lately. Like even just going outside, if I run into somebody in our parking lot, I'm like,
Even the mailman, like when
Yeah,
you're getting them
it's-
mail that time.
don't make eye contact. Walk around the block.
You should just walk up to the mailman and be like, "Hey, just give me my mail."
Right. I feel like there was a point where I like had gotten so comfortable, and now I've been inside for so long. I'm so pasty now.
That's like I was talking on a lost tape of the podcast that we lost that no one will know here except for the three of us here.
Like the SpongeBob
I was-
last episode.
Yeah, I was talking about how the world feels like it's ending, but it's not because I still go to work. If the world's gonna end, I want to at least not have to work while the fucking world's falling
I
apart.
keep thinking of the subreddit, a boring dystopia. Like,
Yeah.
it's if the world was going to end due to some pandemic, it would be super slow and boring, just like it is. Give me another stimulus.
Dude, Daddy Trump, I
Stimulate
need your
me.
bucks. Come on now.
Well, guess what? It's being held hostage until after the election.
Yeah. it's
See,
fine.
and now that there's
That's
fascism.
fucked, yeah.
That's their
If
the
they were gonna give
dictator.
it, they should have.
No, the anti-fascists are the fascists.
So if you hate Antifa, what does that make you?
Fascist.
We have a winner.
We have a
What
winner.
does Antifa stand for? Anti-fascism. Well, I'm anti that. Sorry, I was still going on with the
I think we
thing.
just separated the timelines there for a minute.
We
Yeah.
did two separate timelines.
Wow.
Where were you guys? We were talking about. Oh yeah, here I'll just change it to this. There's gonna be one more debate, the final debate they say,
Oh,
presidential debate. and they play it off
Did
like
anybody
it's...
really? Okay, like, did you
I
guys actually
definitely
watch
didn't-
the whole
I didn't
thing?
watch
Yeah, the whole
thing.
hour and a half.
Like, hour and a
I
half.
only watched the last 30 minutes of it.
I watched like about.
You were there. We were all in the living room.
Yeah, but that was only like
Across
the
the
last
whole
30
thing, I
minutes, I
watched
think,
about,
of
like,
it. I didn't watch
45
the whole
minutes of
thing.
it.
No, we watched.
But it's like
We watched the. I'm so
Literally
sorry.
just
We're
started
out of
doing it.
control.
Just start doing it again.
Take us away, Ace.
How do you feel about the entire hour and a half?
oh, I just think it's I don't think anybody went in there and learned anything, right? It was just like
No, we learned a lot.
everybody that went in there, like, I feel like both sides just kind of gotten bolstered because, like, you know, Biden went in there and did what hit the side that supports him expected him to do, and then Trump went in there and did what his side expected him to do, and they all were happy about how both sides performed, and neither side really like said anything new or really expanded on a lot of their, you know, their policy.
No,
And
they
so
did.
it's like, what did anybody really learn besides just, you know?
Well, the American people learned a lot. They learned the true colors of both sides. Like
Did we
how,
really learn that though?
how
We already knew.
embarrassing.
I was gonna say.
Well, now it got
was-
put on national TV in front of everybody. Like you
It was
couldn't.
already on national TV.
Well, like they were hidden behind the campaign movements and speeches and whatever. But now, when you put on a pedestal like that at the debate, where you have nowhere else to go, you can't just walk away from the conversation. You're just stuck
Yeah, but
there
it
talking
didn't really
about it.
embarrass anybody. It didn't hurt.
Embarrassed
either
me.
side. Oh yeah, it embarrassed.
I was
Embarrassing
too.
for the
viewer.
American people.
That's what I'm
Embarrassing.
saying. Like, as the American people, we've learned a lot just watching the first debate, and like, it's super embarrassing to see those two are what is representing America.
I guarantee you that if the second debate goes the same way that the first one went, we're gonna have an even larger majority of population that refuses to vote, rather than actually casting a vote for a different.
Well, this
choice.
state's up actually by 1 million registered voters now, which is pretty
I
cool.
believe that. Yeah.
Which is higher than it's been ever, I think.
Yeah.
So that's a
That's
positive
because-
sign.
That's because everybody who was too young to vote during the last election is now of that age. That's like when the first time I voted was when Obama's second term came around. I remember the first term I wasn't old enough, but by the time his second term came around, I was old enough to do so.
Yeah, we had just started high school during
His
like
first, yeah.
2008.
Yeah,
and
his
then
first term.
I finished high school, and then the next one came around. And I'm like, hey, kid, look at me! I'm gonna go register this time, and I did it, and I just felt awesome. You know, makes
Democracy.
it feel good.
Democracy.
Like I said something right.
My voice was heard with a check of a box.
Except last time I did vote for Harambe, I think.
Dicks out.
Don't do it for the meme, please. For the love of God, don't vote for memes.
Yes, that it was.
So Kanye,
No, don't,
God,
please, for the love
please
of
don't
God.
I'm doing it.
Dude, he's on the fucking ballot for our
Yeah, and he
state.
thinks he's winning because he got third in the exit polls in Kentucky.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
Baloney. Don't do it for the meme.
I truly don't believe that Kim is actually becoming a lawyer either.
Don't do it.
I don't believe for 1 second that she's actually going to law school and
She
doing
said
everything herself.
she was going to law school.
She posts shit about it all the time.
She's about to be a lawyer
Holy
like she was a
fuck.
porn star.
Yeah.
I'm really not caught up with the world.
You don't
outside
watch
of just like basic politics.
Keeping up with the Kardashians?
No,
They're on their final
I
season.
can barely keep up.
That's
with
literally
my
the
own life's
only thing that
problems.
matters.
Yeah.
Like,
That's news.
That's I'm sorry, I get all my news off.
Like I don't
from
care what's
Reddit.
going on in like Kuwait or whatever, or the
Jesus,
with the
you
Kurds.
guys hear about? I was gonna say you hear about the Armenians fighting the Azerbaijanis again. That whole fight is started up again this year. Like early 1900s, like 1906, there was an Armenian genocide. That's what like Serge Tankian from System
Yeah,
of a
and
Down
that's what
talks
System's
all
all
the time.
about.
Yeah.
But
They're in the middle of that fight.
so
again.
it goes to America being world police. Just
know.
let them do their thing. We don't need to be
Well,
involved.
there's like kind of like a big. If I
It's a big
and this
gray
could
area.
this like, I'm not as informed on that subject, but I do know it's like there was a lot of pressure for like us as a country to recognize the Armenian genocide as being legitimate, but then we didn't do it because I'm pretty sure it was the pressure from Erdogan. Like
because they're
the-
admitting that the
prime-
side did it.
I can't
The
remember what his.
Azerbaijani.
No, it's from Turkey. Like
Oh, the
the
Kurds.
leader of Turkey was like putting a lot of
yeah, the
pressure.
Kurds.
Prime
Of,
Minister.
no, it was just Erdogan. I can't remember his last name,
I couldn't tell you his name.
but he's like the prime minister of Turkey. I can't remember what his title is,
Yeah.
but yeah, there was a lot of pressure to not acknowledge from them, like.
Well, because they were in a nuke. I guess nukes weren't around back then, but
Well,
they're in
because
a
it's-
treaty with like Russia and all that.
Well, yeah, and
over
Turkey
there.
was a part of like the whole thing. So
The
if,
USSR
and this
and all that
could
shit.
again like fact check. But I'm pretty sure that was the case where it was like the head of Turkey was pressuring us not to acknowledge it, whereas other like parts of the world were pressuring us to acknowledge it. And we even like I'm pretty sure there was a vote to actually whether we were going to acknowledge
like,
it or
the
not,
UN?
like formally.
Yeah.
I
Like
think like passed the House or something like that.
well, it's just like I don't know, because it's so religious based warfare over there. There's really no real end to it either side, because when it goes to war based off religion, there's no sight until one's completely demolished. So that's why I'm like, we should just let them do their thing. Just kind of let them do whatever they want. We don't have to have any say in it. We don't have to get involved, hopefully. Because it's weird. It's just too gray. You have to pick one side or the other.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the Azerbaijanis have always considered that to be part of their country, that faction that they're fighting over, even though the Armenians is the cultural majority in that space is Armenian.
Well, that's just like with
So,
Jerusalem with the
yeah.
Palestinians. It's like one thinks they own it and the other one thinks they own it.
Yeah,
It's like,
I don't
okay.
think that's ever gonna stop.
No, it's not
really.
because it's just it's based off your religion fight. There won't be an end until one of them's gone, and that's the sad part. So
Womp, 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 womp.
sad confetti.
What are you gonna do?
It is what it is.
It's one of those things where
I mean, 200,000 people died. It is what it is, you know.
Sometimes a plane just hit the tower, and it is what it is.
So, sometimes we enslave a whole race, and it is what it is.
I mean, you do bring up a good point. We weren't gonna get in the whole German v. Jew situation. Talking about it like it's a court case, Roe versus Wade.
G versus
v.
J.
Yeah.
Get rid of the country. We'll keep the
But
scientists.
no, it's the fucking Japanese. They're like, oh, we're gonna
Wait.
take them out.
You can help us with our space program.
That's worth it.
You can't say that.
Dude, they started it.
They,
We were gonna stay out of it, and they're like, oh, we're gonna take out a naval base. We're like,
So there's a documentary about that.
we're gonna flash fry you.
Do you know about the?
Jesus Christ.
Do you know about the what the fuck is it? The scanner, I guess. Their aerial scanner. Their fucking the word's gone. Don't know where it's at. Their
Radar?
sonar or whatever. Radar. Thank you, radar. Jesus.
Christ. That
Do you know the air scanner? Thing with the radar. There's a thing that
Wi-Fi?
yeah, Wi-Fi early 1939 Wi-Fi. That we knew about the invasion of Japan, like we'd seen it on the radar, all the planes and the ships. Ignored the early warning as a cause to get involved in the war.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
Yeah, no, there's the whole documentary about it.
I'd believe it even before like the cause to get in the war thing. Like I feel like if there's one thing that we specialize in America, it's knowing that something's coming and doing jack shit about it. Like
just so we can be involved and be like, hey, we didn't know what was happening.
we don't even need that reason. We'll just do jack shit about it just because that's just how we do stuff here in the
If
US
that,
of A.
if that don't got oil, then I don't want it.
Don't start none, there won't be none. Unless you got some, then there will be some.
Then I'll take like 5 of it, please, sir.
I will take 5 oil.
That's why I like trying to build a kingdom in the Middle East, and Crusader Kings is really difficult because it's still the same.
Everyone's fighting over your oil.
Everyone's fighting over oil.
In
867 and 1066.
What would they have used it for? How would they have
Torches.
extracted the majority of it?
Don't you
for torches?
Don't you see when they pour oil over their castle walls when they're trying to breach the gate? They burn them all alive with hot tar.
Oh well, yeah.
And oil and
I don't remember that part of the Princess Bride.
Because that was in.
It was right after the part with the rats of unusual size.
Oh, okay.
No, it was in the Army of Darkness.
I thought it was all for special effects and tires.
Tires?
I don't know.
Do it in a tire.
We
Well,
take it
Nookie,
by the barrels.
Nookie, how do you say about that? Rapping
How do
that
I
bad
say?
boy.
How do I say?
How do you say?
How do you say, sir?
What are your LFIC?
What do you?
Hey.
They're taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
Oh.
Oh,
Have you guys seen that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Have
mean,
you guys seen
it's-
that video?
Oh,
the music one.
We're taking the
It's-
Hobbits to
yeah, it's a
Isengard. They're
classic.
taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
That's
Eh.
great.
Yeah,
we just got the Blu-ray Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
They're so good.
That's tasty shit.
Yeah, we're gonna watch for a treat.
Nookie, send us
Anyway.
off. Send us away. Fly us away into the end.
That sounds like Yoshi.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I've never been asked that before, so I didn't know how to proceed. But anyway,
Just whatever
that'll be
comes
it.
to mind. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
That's all for today
There'll
with
just
the
be a
Yoshi
music.
send off.
There'll be music fading over the top of us. We had Ace come here and join us and
Yeah,
talk
thank
about
you so
things.
much, Ace,
Hi.
for
You looking?
Yeah.
coming.
Be
It's been a
tuned
blast.
for when we start putting it out on other platforms. If we can get that figured out, and
Oh, we will.
then you can just put it on there and listen in your car or
Follow
whatever,
our social medias to stay updated. And
Yeah,
we'll let you
follow
know
us
when
on
all that
Facebook
hits.
and like Twitters
and Instagram.
and Instagram.
I don't post a lot on Instagram, but every now and again I do.
There's a lot of memes on it. You should check it out. Other than that, Ace, let me see your hand.
Masker, go brr.
I'm glad we made a business. Your hands are super sweaty.
Yeah, they're really sweaty.
And
a
we'll-
little warm.
We'll catch you guys later. So, good night.
Yeah, that's
Super sweaty.
Bye, beautiful.